You're on, Mayor, when you're ready.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You ready to rock and roll?
Go right ahead.
All right, we will call the meeting to order. Then we take roll, please.
Commissioner Corbin,
Here.
Commissioner Thill,
Here.
Commissioner Wagner,
Here.
Commissioner Johnson, Mayor Lindsay.
Here. Okay, you have before you the agenda for this evening.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no appearances or acknowledgements, anything you want removed from the consent calendar? If not, do we have a motion?
So move. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, under old business, we're a little ahead of the 5:35, but we will go ahead on this one as well. It is the hearing upon the petition for the vacation of the alley, Town Proprietor Second Edition, portion of Block 18. And Jay, is this what you're here to talk about?
Yes.
All right. If you would like to come up to the microphone and that, so that those people that listen to it at home and that can hear you better.
I'm here tonight with Deb Kraus, one of the owners of that entire block. What we're asking for is a vacation of the alley running west to east that's bordered on the north by lots 1 through 10 and on the south by 11 and lot 14. In addition, the alley between 11 on the west and 12 through 14 on the east, the one that runs north and south. And also there is an alley that's not shown, fully on this map, but that's on the south boundary between the railroad tracks and the lot. That alley is 16 feet wide. We're asking for it to be vacated. With that in mind, there's also two easements plus another. The idea is that the city will retain an easement for construction, if necessary, in the area of the alley that runs east and west in the middle of the block. If at any time there's future development for storm drainage or whatever, an easement to come in from that direction with whatever pipes or whatever is necessary, just for future planning. In addition, easement for cleaning of the creek. That's the same thing that you did a few weeks ago for the property for the block that's to the west side of this. Also, there will be access for creek cleaning, a 10-foot the easement, 10 feet of the easement along the railroad easement that runs all the way from Division Avenue to the west. Also, it's not shown on this map, but you have 2 undeveloped streets. They'll also give access to the city for that property. On the far west side of the property, there's an undeveloped street. I don't remember the name of it.
That's Jefferson.
Jefferson. Okay, Jefferson Avenue. That is still available to the city. Also, the street that's on the north side of Block 18, that still remains. That's never been vacated. And so the city will have access from not only the easement that's being granted now, but also for those 2 undeveloped streets for utilities or whatever is needed, in case there is development down in that area.
Very good. I've been very familiar with all of this and that, and I have no issues with it. Does anyone else have any questions, comments?
Brad, you okay with all the easements and stuff? We need to get utility lines and things through there, so yeah.
Yes, sir, I am.
Mm-hmm. Chad, did you have anything more you wanted to add to it?
No, we've talked
All right.
with Jay and Brad, and it's very similar to the one that happened
A couple weeks ago.
No, very good. No questions?
This resolution does ask that I take roll. When you're ready to vote, please.
Okay, and we will move on then to new business. And under new business, approve the resolution and order to vacate an alley, Town Proprietor Second Edition, portion of Block 18. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve resolution in order to vacate an alley town proprietors second edition portion of block 18.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and Jen, would you do roll call, please?
Commissioner Corbin?
Aye.
Commissioner Johnson?
Aye.
Commissioner Waldner?
Aye.
Commissioner Thil?
Aye.
Mayor Lindsay?
Aye. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, number 2, authorize the mayor to sign the environmental services agreement and pricing quotation with Veolia ES Technical Solutions LLC, hazardous and non-hazardous waste disposal, Wenk property. And with this and that, I'm going to ask Brad to address this.
You should have included in your packet, it's a 8-page agreement listing out the services they would provide, and also a listing of what each and every item that's contained or has been removed from the Wenk building would cost us for disposal, with a grand total of $6,428 is what their quote is. We started out working with another company, and their initial quote was somewhere between $40,000 and $46,000. But then we had the CST from the South Dakota National Guard come in and help us identify some of the chemicals, which helped reduce the cost, and then started working with this second company who works with the city of Sioux Falls, and started working with Sioux Falls on this, and this is who they sent us to, and got a much better price. And I'd recommend that the commission authorize the mayor to sign this agreement so we can move forthwith on removal of the chemicals, and we'll no longer have that liability in our hands.
Gets us a step closer to
Yes.
letting it fall over.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I've been fully informed on this, and so I'm totally in agreement with Brad on this. And the bid came in, considerably less than what we were initially quoted.
So then how much more chemicals is in there that we have to get out of there?
The only thing that's left inside the building is contained in a 1,200-gallon tank that is too big to be removed from the building, and quite honestly is in such condition that until the tank is emptied and rendered inert by either chemical treatment, removal and then chemical treatment to make sure there's nothing in there that's reactive yet, I wouldn't want to move it, because I'm afraid the tank is too fragile and we'd have a rupture and a spill, and then we'd have a bigger mess. So the plan now is to do what we can with that tank in the building, remove all the chemicals, try to put an admixture in there that renders whatever's left in there inert, and then we'll probably have to take one of the front windows out facing the street and take the block down to the grade and then pull the tank out the front. There's no door in there big enough to take the tank in or out of. They must have either moved the tank in without the legs on it and welded legs on once it was in there, or built the tank inside the room, or put it in the room before they put the lid on it, one of the three. But the tank is too big to come out any of the openings that exist right now.
How long do you think that would take to do that?
I haven't had a chance to pin them down on time frame. It's kind of hard to discuss time frame with them without telling them they're going to get the job. So I haven't done that yet. I was hoping to get this approval and then work with them on getting a time frame established. I let them know that this was something that we needed to move on as fast as we can, and it's still been taking some time just to get to this point.
Because I was wondering when we could start advertising, get specs approved to tear it down and get it warded and move on with this, because it's more of a safety hazard now than it was when we took this over.
Yes,
and we got no doors on, no windows, and kids can get in there. And I think the back end is falling down now, so we got more of a safety issue than what we need right now on our hands.
Yes, it is. And that's what we're trying to move along. And as soon as the only thing that's slowing us down right now is the tank inside the building. So as soon as we can get them to get that and get that rendered inert and either get it out or do what we're going to do with it inside the building, once that's done, then we can proceed with demolition. So we're going to try to push for that being the very first thing they do. And that's a kind of a different situation than the rest of the stuff that's in containers already, because those they can box up in another container, and then they put stuff that's like containers together and they ship them off. And so that one's probably fairly easy, but the one that's inside the building is the one that's holding us up, so we're going to push to get that one done first.
Okay.
As soon as I get any time frame, I'll certainly, pass that along.
But this year is definitely a lot less than the 40 to 46 that we were initially quoted as the possible cost. So,
I'll make a motion, we authorize the mayor to sign environmental services agreement and pricing quotation Viola, ES Technical Solutions LLC, hazardous and non-hazardous waste disposal, Perrin Wink property, up to the amount of, I'm going to say 7,000, give you a little cushion.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Authorize the mayor to sign the employer's subscription agreement, the Health Pool of South Dakota for 2017-18 health insurance renewal. And Jen, I'm going to ask you if you'd like to address that one.
Yes, we do present this to you on an annual basis about this time every year. We do, if you would note please, we do and have in the past have Plan C. So if you follow along there with me, Plan C has a deductible of single 1,000 and family 2,000. Our co-insurance in-network is 80/20, out-of-network is 60/40, max out-of-pocket 2,000 for single and 4,000 for family, and our prescriptions are subject to deductible. That 30% co-insurance kicks in when the deductible is met. No changes there. Period, none of this has changed actually. The waiting period is 0 days. Full-time active status requirement is 32 hours to a week, so you must work 32 hours a week to be eligible for this insurance coverage. And then the optional coverage, we do still carry this optional coverage. The employee life is a city benefit that costs $6.30 a month per employee. No change on that. And then the dependent life is at the employee's will, and that will cost the employee $2.50 per month. Also no change there. So this agreement would take us through start July 1st and take us through next June of 2018.
Questions or comments?
Questions?
All right, if not, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion, mayor signs employee subscription agreement for the health pool for 2017-2018.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Authorize the mayor to sign the application for abatement and a refund of property taxes 2017-9. And again, Jen, I'll ask you if you would like to address this.
I will. FYI, Sheriff Wolberg did ask if we wanted him present tonight. I said we can probably handle this. He did provide a nice letter to you that was part of your packet. Simply explains that it's time. It's an annual distress warrant process for some unpaid mobile home taxes. There's 2 abatements that we need to address tonight separately though, please. The first is 2017-9, a mobile home at 300 Southwest 8th Street. Taxes due and owing on year 2015 and 2016. Total city taxes of $161.34. The second is abatement number 2017-10, located at 602 Northwest 9th Street. 8 years worth of unpaid taxes there, but still only totaling $296.62. All of the corresponding paperwork from the county has been included as part of your packet. You can see the breakdown of those taxes due to the city on each individual year.
And I did not go to these addresses. Are these properties still present or are they gone?
Yes, this is part of the process to get them removed.
Got it, okay.
Separate motions, if you would please, when you are ready.
Questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign application for abatement and/or refund of property taxes, number 2017-9.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Authorize the mayor to sign the application for abatement and/or refund of property taxes 2017-10.
I'll make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign application for abatement and/or refund of property taxes 2017-10.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no announcements, no executive session, do we have a motion to adjourn? Nobody wants to leave, huh?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, thank you, everyone.